Today, everybody, we are starting at the mall because I am going over to Hot Topic. They got in a bunch of new figures. If I'm gonna be honest, everybody, I am pretty excited about this because they got some of the new Five Nights at Freddy's ones, as well as a bunch of others that you are not gonna wanna miss out on. Oh, and I can't forget that there was also another store here that came not too long ago called Mind Games, and they usually have a pretty good wall of figures, so we'll probably also go there after Hot Topic. But anyways, everybody, let's just go down there, find out what they've got left over, because I think for the Withered Foxy, there was only about 3 left, and they've just opened up a little while ago, so fingers crossed they still have them. We're there. Okay, everybody, we have made it in, and now looking around, over here I'm seeing some plush. Like, this is pretty cool. We got SpongeBob and Donkey. Oh, and speaking of Donkey, look at this up here, everybody. It's the Pocket Pop of Donkey with a waffle. Ooh, is this Cosmo and Wanda? Okay, it looks like maybe just Wanda, but that is another really great one too. And now, everybody, coming over to the regular section here, we're gonna have to see what is new. I'm looking at the top here, and we've got like some of the Batman ones. We've got Black Clover. This is stuff that I think I've seen before though. And that Demon Slayer one, I don't know if it's a restock or something a little bit newer. But either way, moving down there, everybody, we have Dragon Ball Broly. Oh, this is really cool from the movie stuff. And then over here, we've got some more anime with like Eustace Kid, and this is a really cool one too. I don't know if this is from the new set. Oh, well, that's not very helpful. But either way, though, everybody, it is a pretty cool pop. And I also see over here they have the Advanced Suit 2.0 Symbiote. Wow, it's a long name. Advanced Suit 2.0 Symbiote Takeover. That is a pretty sick pop. But anyways, everybody, getting a little bit lower, this is also what I came for, because I know I talked about some of the ones while we were out there, like this Withered Foxy, and apparently they still have all 3 of them, so I could pick out a pretty good box for the collection. Before I got distracted, though, everybody, I wanted to talk about these ones here, because they have Max as Powerline. We've got Bobby as well as Goofy down there. So yes, because it is the 30th anniversary, I'm gonna have to get all 3 of them. The only thing that is a little bit too bad is that I don't think I see Roxanne. Oh, no, I don't think she's here, even though they do have her on the back of the box. And now, even though they don't have her, they do have Kim Possible, which is pretty cool. And I remember watching this show a lot when I was younger, so I'll probably get her as well. And I'm wondering, do they have the other one for the collection? Because if I'm gonna be honest, I really want Rufus. If you guys don't know which one I'm talking about, here on the back. Oh, there's also Shigo as well, which I don't think they have. So it might just be Kim for today, which is still a pretty good find. I'll take it. And anyways, everybody, going down the line a little bit, we've got a lot of the Lilo and Stitch ones, which is really cool to see. Like Luau Angel, Angel with Umbrella, Angel with Bags. And I think for today, the one that I'm probably gonna be getting is Leroy, because I'm trying to pick up every single one of the experiments. And I mean, come on, with the movie coming out, this one is just, it's so perfect. And then besides that, we've got some from Suits, Dexter, we've also got Invader Zim, League of Legends, some Hello Kitty ones, or just like Sanrio in general, because we also have a Gretzico down there. And way down at the bottom, guys, we've got a lot of Marvel, we've got Ash, some Britney Spears I have never seen before, as well as this one. Ooh, do they have the one, Stop Trying to Make Fetch Happen? This is pretty funny. I swear there's also a second version where it says Get In, Losers Were Going Shopping. I might be wrong about that, but I know that there is 2 different versions of this figure. Anyways, though, putting her back on the shelf, at the bottom here we go. Jimmy Neutron is one that I was also looking for today, as well as, oh, Fairly Odd Parents and Ed, Edd and Eddy. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to pick through some stuff that I really want, because there was a lot. Okay, we're out of Hot Topic, everybody, and I did way better than I expected. 10 different figures that I needed for the collection. I went for more than I probably led on that I was gonna be grabbing, because I'm like, you know what? I don't wanna miss out on these ones, so like I grabbed the entire set of like Fairly Odd Parents when I was debating on it before. And so anyways, now we are going over to Mind Games to see what's new, and I hope they've got something good. Okay, everybody, I made it in, and this store has a huge section of pops. Like, this is only their first little area of them, and there was already way too many different ones to look through. I'm gonna have trouble like seeing everything that's new. But now, something that did catch my eye right away, everybody, is this Barney here, and I don't believe they have Baby Bop, because I would assume that it's right around him here. But look at this, on the back you can see there she is. It's a pretty good one. And now, I used to watch Barney all the time when I was younger, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick this up today. And it's weird that they put him in the retro toys line. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and then behind me, everybody, check this out. A lot of their video game figures, and I'm seeing if there's any Pokemon that I need. I don't think so, but it is cool to see a lot of the arcane ones, Sonic, some more Five Nights at Freddy's over here, and I don't see any from the newest wave, just the ones that came out a little while ago. Okay, so now we had looked over there. We've got to check out this section here, where there is, again, a lot of stuff, and I think this is kind of like the anime area from what it seems like. I think so, because there's a lot of Chainsaw Man up there. We've got some Hello Kitty, which isn't really, I guess it is anime. They've got a show. And then over here, we've got like some from Avatar, as well as One Piece, and it really does just keep going. And like, look at all these ones over here, like the new Sanji. Also, the original Tony Chopper is always cool to see. And then in the middle, I noticed this over here, guys. They have their own pop protectors, but it has like Luffy on the front. How interesting. interesting. Oh, and now of course you've got to check out the other side here, which has a lot of movies as well as DC. And it's cool because I'm seeing like, you know, the Electric State up here. We've also got Beetlejuice. Oh, I've actually been looking for this one. You know what, everybody? I think we're gonna be going for it today. I love those figures that have the small heads. And if I get this one here, that will be every single small head pop ever created. How much is this one? It is... Okay, because it's an exclusive, it's 30 bucks. Yeah, we'll go for it. And anyways, now getting back to the big wall here, we've got to see what is going on. I see Snow White, Inside Out 2, Percy Jackson for the newer show, which is pretty cool, just up there. But honestly, I don't think there's much that I need here. Some of the new Infinity Saga ones. Oh, there's that one. Oh, which one is it? It's Scarlet Witch. Well, Wanda Maximoff with the little quote on the top there, no more mutants. Oh, but you know what, actually, everybody? Let me zoom out a little bit. There is one that I've been on the hunt for. The Luke Skywalker with remote. And I swear this was going to be a deluxe figure. So because they fit it inside a regular box, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to get this one too. But anyways, everybody, if you guys want to see, let me back up a little bit here and show you the entire wall, because like I said, it's massive here. Alrighty, everybody, we are back, and I guess we'll start with the figures that I picked up over at Mind Games because, well, they fell onto the table with me. As you can see, I ended up getting some pretty great ones. I did end up going for that Barney because it's the first time I had ever seen it, and I still think it's weird that he's in the Retro Toys line, but it is a great figure, and I think it's based on the original and not the newer animated version, but then again, it's hard to tell when it's a pop. I'm looking on the back here, and I can't really tell. Either way, I am so glad that I got this, and I think honestly it looks really great. Then everybody, we also ended up grabbing the Beetlejuice with shrunken head, and I'm gonna do another video on this one sometime in the future, maybe a short. That feels probably the best way to do it, because I want to talk about all of the Funko Pops with the tiny heads, and there was 3 in total so far, and I don't want to go into too much detail right now because of course it's a fun video to do by itself, and I am a really big fan of this one. I love how they do that, and by them I mean the ones with the tiny heads, because this is just, it's so funny. I love all of the detail they added to, well, such a little head. Funko, it's so good. Something else that I also enjoy, and I think it's nice that they do this, is that they make the bodies a little bit longer for the shrunken head figure, so that way it's still about the same height, just like different weirder proportions. But now let's talk about the Luke Skywalker with remote, because I actually thought that this was going to be a bigger deluxe figure, but come to find out, it is a smaller, regular sized one, which I'm excited about because it means that they really did put a lot into this regular figure. Also, if you guys don't know, more recently Funko's been doing these things called Pop Plus, where they're a little bit more expensive because they have more detail. And I have a feeling that if this one released, like, I don't know, a few months later, it probably would have been a plus, because there is so much going on here. Like, the base is huge, the remote is great. It's the first time we've ever got the remote as a pop. And then the way they did the helmet, like, I guess Luke's not that detailed, but what's around him, there's a lot going on. And now, let's get into what I got over at Hot Topic, because there is, well, let me see here, I think it's 10 in the bag? Yeah, I think it's 10. And I guess we'll start with the one-off figures for now. You know, the ones that don't really have a set. And this one here is Leroy from Lilo and Stitch. And the one thing that I wish with this one is that they actually did it so they crossed out the logo on the top and it said Leroy, because that's how it is during the movie. They switch it so it says Leroy and Stitch, and I think that would have been such a fun detail. But besides that, I am so glad that they're making more experiments. I'm just hoping we can get some of the ones from the television show as well. And with the new movie coming out, there's a, you know, a renewed sparked interest in Stitch. I think it'd be a perfect time to do it. But anyways, though, that's the first one that I've got. And then the other random one that I picked up here that doesn't really have a set for today is going to be this Withered Foxy. Yeah, take a look at this one from FNAF 2. Now, I'm just realizing that I got one with a bit of a crushed box, which does kind of suck. Oh, no! Do you guys see what I'm talking about here? This is totally on me, because either I crushed it on the way home. Oh, look at that. Either I crushed it on the way home, it's down here at the bottom, or I just kind of picked it up and it was like that already. I don't think it would have been me crushing it because the box, like all the other ones, are fine. So yeah, that is too bad, but I gotta say, this Withered Foxy, it is such a good one, and I cannot wait to get the rest of the set. You know, the ones that I was just showing you with the crushed box on the back. Oh, and actually, funny enough, my Hot Topic, because, you know, later on in the day, they'll post the ones that are coming in for the next day, they just posted that they got the other ones for the set. So it means I'll be able to find them soon. I don't have them yet. And then, everybody, the other rando that I picked up for today is Kim Possible. Call me, reach me if you want. No, wait, what is it? Call me, beat me if you want to reach. No, call me, meet me if you want to reach me. Oh, call me. Oh, I don't remember the theme song. You probably also could tell earlier that I couldn't remember Ron's name. I only remembered Rufus because I wanted to talk about Rufus, but couldn't remember Ron. I need to rewatch some of this show because this is another one that I used to watch all the time when I was younger and haven't in a while now. I also would love to pick up Shigo. I know that there was the glow-in-the-dark exclusive that released on the Funko shop, so I'll probably just go for that one because it's just better because it glows. And anyways, though, talking about Kim Possible, she does have that little pager in her hand, which I think is really cool. And I don't know if any of you guys would remember this. Probably some of you would. But does anybody remember over at Epcot, you used to be able to do Kim Possible, like, mission solving while you were there. And then they swapped it over later to being Phineas and Ferb. And I don't know if it's still around. I would think so. Anyhoodle, getting on to the rest of the ones that I have here, everybody. We got the brand new Timmy Turner, as well as Wanda and... Where is he? Where is he? He's in the bottom of the bag. Actually, it's not just one. It is Cosmo and Poof. I think that these three here really do make up a nice set. If you guys don't know, a little while ago, they actually released a full 3-pack of characters, which looks nice, don't get me wrong, but these ones here have more detail that I'm enjoying. But actually, you know what, guys? Now that I think about it, Timmy has less detail than the other one because he actually had the Crimson Chin comic book in the 3-pack, where this one he doesn't, but it still looks really good. He's pointing and that little hat on his head. It all turned out great. Funko also included a mouth on him, which is always nice to see. And then, when it comes to Wanda, it's her with da rules, which is really good too, because she's kind of like leaning on it, and I wonder if there's anything written on the actual book. If I were to guess, probably not, but I've got to check to see just to make sure. Okay, no, it doesn't have anything on it, but it does have a bookmark going up it, and the way they did her crown floating, I really do love how that looks. And then, of course, everybody, we have Cosmo and Poof, and it's so nice that they included Poof, because I feel like if they did just say regular Cosmo again, it'd be too similar to the other one from the 3-pack. So to have Poof, and she's so big inside of there too, also with that floating crown, yeah guys, just this entire set, I am glad that I picked it up because I feel like it'd be tough to find it if I didn't today. It happens with me where I pick up so many figures at a time that I'm like, I'll just save these ones till later, and then I don't find them for months and months, and it gets tricky to keep up with it. So to be able to pick up all 3 of them today, even though I got so many different figures already, is totally worth it. Ooh, hold on everybody. I thought that we were done with all of the one-off figures, but I almost forgot about Jimmy Neutron in his Gotta Blast. The only thing that I wish with this one, and it would be the only thing that makes it just like a little bit, you know, like a chef's kiss with this one, would have been if it included Goddard. If it had Goddard, I think it would have been a perfect figure, because with the original Jimmy Neutron, he doesn't have him, so we don't have a Goddard pop yet. And if you look on the back, they've already kind of like, you know, made the characters that would make sense to make. So are we going to be getting a Goddard in the future? Because we already got Carl and Sheen. Who's left? Oh, well, I guess they could make Libby. And then who is the other one? There's the other girl, the blonde girl. I can't think of her name. But either way, there is a few more I guess they can make, so maybe. Or even like just like a Comic-Con exclusive of Goddard, I think would be perfect. But like to have him included in this one would have been great because he is in the intro, and I'm pretty sure this is what they're going off of for this figure where, like, you know, the backpack opens up and he goes, Gotta Blast. Anyways, though, still a really great figure. I'm not dogging this one. I'm just saying, well, a little bit of a pun there. I'm not dogging this one. I'm just saying it would have been cool if they included it. And seriously, though, I'm glad I grabbed it. And now I'm definitely going to need that Carl and Sheen because, I mean, a meme review is calling, and I need Carl to be in it. And then, everybody, last but not least, we have the brand new A Goofy Movie 30th Anniversary set, where I was able to get most of them, but not all, because, of course, I'm missing that Roxanne. But with these 3 here, they are still amazing additions to the collection, because I am loving this one here, Bobby with Cheese. I think that is just so fun. And you guys might notice that this is the first time we've ever got that exclusive sticker on the front that Funko has started to do recently. It's pretty neat because it's made with the same technology that's in money, so that way you can't, like, you know, copy it or print it. It's done, like, very specifically. Like, if I do kind of like a little bit of a spin there, it's hard to see, but it's swapping around from the Funko logo to the crown. It's kind of crazy to look at. And yeah, I think Bobby is just such a great figure. I am so glad that they turned him into a pop. And then, of course, we have that Goofy there. He's got the camera as well as the map of USA, and I think it is just so well done. It's also funny to see him in a green shirt because normally, I think, what's he got? Like that orange one from like, you know, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse stuff, or like, you know, the classic kind of like goofy look. But either way though, still a great, great figure. And then everybody, of course, last but not least, we have Max as Powerline. And now I've got Powerline in the collection. I think I actually have 2 or 3 different Powerline Pops. So to now have Max as Powerline, it's a pretty cool combo. Now that I think about it, I believe I have the regular Max as well that released for like the Saturday morning cartoons Disney collector's box years and years ago. So yeah, I guess I have both of them now mashed together into one. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That was my hunt for today. I hope you guys enjoyed because I did end up picking up a lot of stuff, way more than I expected. But seriously though, hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you tomorrow.